Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU. Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Jet sweep to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Brings up third down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
He's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive, and the first drive 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And the Bengal first down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. 3 yards the gain there, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 91 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
I don't know what the heck he was doing. So that one will be accepted.
Still second down.
Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Third down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
To kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Complete to Tyler Boyd. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They give to Nixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Hayden Hurst.
A good pickup there at 22.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Nixon had a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Christian Wilkins.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
But not any on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Not much there, only a yard.
1 yard.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found it downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, nearly picked. Burrow, that may be lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Xavier Howard on the coverage.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. From the gun to give to Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
6 yards.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Brought down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
At the 30.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Dolphins 14, Bengals 3.
Second down and 8. Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now they get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And this one is right through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
We can't have that.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And 7.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass intended for Cedric Wilson.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He'll drop this one down and mix it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
Dolphins 14, Bengals 9.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good to this point. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
5-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Burrow will throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there. And they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki, as the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The return man, Wilson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. Keelan Cole, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for the venerable one, Drew Brees. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's brought down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
It's taken in by Hill. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Tua wants to throw it on second down, and it's caught over the middle. Wilson, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. And good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Mostert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mostert. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one's not close, not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
40-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Mostert. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Miami Dolphins.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Logan Wilson on
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And that is incomplete.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players, and when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one complete to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now this throw caught left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Cincinnati.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's 3rd down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Boyd. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They hand it off to Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And Wilson has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And a give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run with Mostert. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Alexander Johnson.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now it's Wilson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Watch 8-9, watch 8-9.
1st down, here's Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Emmanuel Agba racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
13, but it brings up third down.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And Burrow going to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Good.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
The tackle by
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And a short gain here down to the 22.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.